Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 8 of Mono's Game Club, weekly podcast where we get together with my friends RazBora and Terrydactyl and discuss gaming news, games that we've been playing, games that we like, games that we've played, in past lives, and all of that good stuff. And today we actually have a special segment with Raz, who will be hosting a game trivia pitting up me versus Terry for the Ultimate Gaming Challenge, which is how much you know your games, basically.
Yeah. It'll be really fun. There's gonna be some really easy questions and not so easy questions, and there might be some trick questions at the end. So we'll kind of send off the podcast with that one. What are the stakes? Life or death, Crucius.
Yes.
Life or death.
It's
any questions
gamer
based on anime. I'm not gonna get them.
Gamer cred.
No, there's not.
Gamer cred is the ultimate stake.
Yeah, exactly.
But let's start today talking about some games we've been playing, because I've been playing Horizon Forbidden West, and after a rocky start of that game, at least for me, like in terms of bugs and shit, like the game crashed a couple of times. I had some major audio bugs that I think I talked about last week, like sounds of a town in the middle of nowhere and stuff like that, which, when you're playing 1 a.m. in the morning, slightly intoxicated, and you're trying to figure out, where you're going with the quest, and you hear people when there's like wilderness, it's kind of confusing. But, patch 1.05 was released on Wednesday, I'm going to say, and that has like, at least the bugs that I was running into, like those are gone. I want to say 100%. But I'm still having some trouble getting into the game just because it's so massive. It's even bigger than the one before, and the one before had also this problem where you have to be looting all the time. You kill a machine, there's like 5 different pieces of loot on the ground because parts fall off, and you got to pick those up. And every time you pick those up, it's an animation and slows you down. It's not like Breath of the Wild or anything. Donkey, actually, video game Donkey did a video on this, and he nailed it.
I saw that video.
Yeah, like he nails it with what he says. It's a lot of busy work. And that busy work, I think, really detracts from the solidity of the other aspects of the game. Like the quests, for example. Like, you will join a random side quest, and the voice acting and the dialogues and the performance of the people that you're talking to, there's like multiple people, and the way it's directed and everything is like, top notch, like top tier, high quality production. But, when you go do a random side quest to like rescue people that are trapped in a cave or something, and the side quest dialogue takes like 10 minutes, it starts to be a bit too much. And I wish the game was like more edited out than it is, because, everything's good. There's just too much of everything. And like, for example, I walked into a town, and I go to like the bow vendor, or like the outfit vendor, and I was like, oh, he's gonna have like 2 new clothes for me, and there's like 7, and I'm like, oh no, like this just means more resource gathering to buy more shit, to then gather more resources to upgrade all of this, to maybe then find something that completely negates having done all this, because I'm gonna get like a better armor in a quest eventually, or something. And it's just too much. It is honestly too much. And you really, like, I find I need to be in a state of mind where I really don't mind the time waste that this game necessarily carries with it.
That's
know
how
what
I
I'm
felt.
saying?
Like, I'm gonna get some flack for this, but that's how I felt with Red Dead Redemption 2. I felt like there was a lot of fucking busy work for me that it was like, all right, I have to go all the way over here, and then I have to go all the way back. And it's like, I get it, it's horse, and like you have to take the horse all the way back, and I'm just like, all right, Like, after the third time of going across like half the fucking map, I know it looks beautiful. I'm getting real sick and tired of this. Like,
Yeah.
I was just so bored. I don't know. Red Dead Redemption 1, I didn't feel that sort of way. I feel like a little more engaged. But Red Dead Redemption 2, I was just so sick and tired of it because it did feel like a chore. I was like, I don't want to play, like, do chores while I'm fucking playing. I'm trying to just relax and chill and have fun, be engaged. But I just could not engage myself. It felt so, like, boring.
Did you play the first one?
Yeah. I played, well,
Dude,
I mean, the second one, technically. Red Dead Redemption 1, which is the second Red Dead. Yeah.
I think the first one is like that's one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah,
that should
yeah.
have been on my,
I
on
love
my
that
top
one
five.
way
I was
better.
like really psyched for Red Dead Redemption 2, and the exact same thing happened to me. Like these open world games have gotten so big. Like I was thinking today, like this is like a 50-hour game to finish the main quest. Probably like an 80-hour game to finish, all of it. That's like 40 movies. Like imagine watching 40 movies in a couple of months. Right?
A hell of a lot of time.
That's a hell of a lot of time, exactly. And if most of that is just repeated content of you like, I got to do this quest where I kill a bunch of machines and get some loot and then take that back or something. Or even if it's high quality content, the quests are really well designed and the environments are cool and the combat is excellent and everything. And Red Dead Redemption 2 as well, right? Like the graphics are incredible and everything's like well done, the characters, the NPCs, everything. But like if it almost feels like you either play one of these games and nothing else, or you actually play other games and enjoy multiple games at a time, because it's such a high time commitment.
Yeah, I'm getting so bored of open world games that I have completed a few recently. Like Red Dead Redemption 2 was one which I kind of lost myself in a bit. It took me a while to actually really play the single player. I played it when it came out on PS4. Yeah, PS4.
Did you finish? PS4?
No, I got to like chapter 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was PS4.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
That's where I had
Chapter
it
2.
on.
But then last year, I then played through it on PC, and I just really played through it. I enjoyed it. But most open world games now, like the last Assassin's Creed I finished was Black Flag, and I've played all of them apart from Odyssey. There's so many other open world games that I can't remember that I just look at it. Like when I started playing out Valhalla, right? And you get the opening zone, which is it Norway or Sweden? Or a Scandinavian area. And I thought, this is a pretty decent size area. But then I remembered, like, you go to England in this.
Yeah. 10 hours later, you're out of the tutorial area.
And then I got to England and I just went, Jesus Christ. And
yeah,
that's exactly how I felt. And I stopped playing.
Yeah,
right then
it's just
and there.
full of like nothing or busy work. Like the problem with open world games is, a lot of the games, like you said, they try to make them so big nowadays. They've got to fill them with stuff to do, which is why you get this like crafting system, so you can go around and pick up resources. It makes you have to kill people or things to get experience and get more resources, so you can craft stuff. But it is such a bore. I'd be more than happy to play like a corridor shooter, somewhere where it's just you start at point A, you go to point B.
Just
give me something where I can be engaged all the time without just like,
Yeah, you reminded me of Spider-Man, and more specifically Miles Morales. When that came out, like Miles Morales is like I want to say like an 8-hour game. 6 if you just
ish.
It's short. Like I remember The Order. Remember that game, The Order 1886? That caught a whole lot of flack because it was only a 6-hour game. And Miles Morales is like 6 hours if you mainline the story. It's like 9 if you do the side quests or something. And I did find it to be short, but I'd rather that than what happens when I open the map on Horizon Forbidden West and just look at the enormity of it all, and I go like, Jesus Christ, like I want to see the story.
Know, I feel like Miles Morales and Spider-Man, although it's an open world game, it's a little more linear than something like
but then again, that's because like I think they're comparable. The problem is like Horizon just has a lot more stuff. Like it has a lot more side quests, a lot more side activities, a lot more, NPCs and town areas with Spider-Man doesn't have like town areas.
Spider-Man
right?
was one town.
Yeah, technically, yeah. But it doesn't have
true.
like these hub areas where you pick up quests and shit. But it is like, honestly, like the game would be a better game if it were trimmed down and had fewer things, because then, like, if you have a pizza, and it's a good pizza, and you eat like 2, 3, 4 slices, you're like, okay, this pizza was really nice. If you then like get the munchies and eat the other half of the pizza, and then you order like something else and eat that as well, and everything's good, but then you wake up the next day and you feel like sad because of what you did, right? You feel like you're like messed up. No,
No.
At least you at least wake up with a stomach that you wish you didn't have, right? And I feel like that's kind of the way in Horizon. Like there's just too much of everything at every single corner, and it's all good and interesting and everything. But, it would be good, interesting, and everything if it were like half of that. Like, it wouldn't be a worse game if it were half the size that it is. It would be just the same exact game. It would just take less time to complete it. And that's good in a way.
I'd rather have a more detailed world than a bigger world.
Yes.
And that's how I feel Spider-Man is. Because I feel like Spider-Man, I'm actively engaged throughout the entire thing. Whereas Red Dead Redemption, although there's some things that happen, there's probably one random event in like the 20-30 minute venture to get to the next town. That's what I feel the difference is.
Yeah. Honestly, what killed Red Dead Redemption... what killed Red Dead Redemption 2 for me was the lack of evolution in the movement and the mission structure. Like, I was doing a mission, and I had to like chase some guys in horseback. I failed because like I ran into a tree or something, and they got away. So next time, like I repeat the mission.
Good, scrub.
Yeah. Next time, like I restart the mission, whatever, and I go like, okay, I know they're gonna turn right here. After a couple of meters, so I'm just gonna like cut diagonally towards the point that they will be, and I will reach them. Mission failed because you run out of invisible boundary area for this mission. And just between that and the movement of the character in like that GTA style movement that's not really evolved.
Heavy movement.
Yes. Heavy and janky movement, right? That's not really evolved. Just like whatever, I was like, I'm out, dude. I don't want to do this again, and I don't want to, I feel like I'm playing an old PS2 game with better graphics, and that's it.
How I'd like, what I'd prefer, I've always said I'd rather play like a more of a corridor thing now. I mean, I've bought Elden Ring. I haven't started it yet, but I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope that's not as bogged down with stuff as other open world games. But I think what works for me, or what I would like some developer to do, is what they did in The Witcher 2, right?
Yes.
So Witcher 3 was big open world, technically 3 areas. You had Kaer Morhen, then I can't remember the name of the first major area, and then
like before
Islands.
You choose between going with the elves or going with the other guy.
This
right?
is Witcher 3.
No,
what about Witcher 3?
Witcher 2. Oh, you're talking about Witcher 3. White Orchard.
Yeah.
Velen.
That's part of like the major first area, right? I think.
You got White Orchard. White Orchard
there's
is
four
like
then, right? Sorry,
the
there's four.
beginning
Okay,
area. Then
there's
you got
four.
like Velen,
That's it,
Skellige.
Velen
Yeah.
and Kaer Morhen. Right, so there's four.
Yeah.
But they're like major open world areas, highly detailed. What works for The Witcher 3 is like this. Usually in side quests for open world games, it's go over there, grab item, or kill dude, come back. I think Witcher 3 does have missions like that, but they're side quests. I mean, if you probably search for best side quests or best quests in games, you'll get the Butcher one, and that's a side quest, and people say it's one of the best quests ever sort of written in a game because they put so much detail into it, right? But what I'd like to see devs do is shrink down the game worlds and do something like Witcher 2 did, where you did have a number of smaller areas, really distinct from each other, that were packed full of like detail and missions to do. I think the only other game I can think of that's come out recently that's done that is Metro Exodus, where it had a number of different areas because of the story. You're on a train and you stop off at different locations, and they do the same in that, instead of having this giant open world game that I just get bored of as soon as I'm running around.
I think that the open world genre, like there was a bit of light at the end of the tunnel with Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild, like the open world genre was born basically with like games like GTA, right? Where you're in a city, there's cars all over the place, there's people that you can kill, there's always like this immediate action that you can take without any repercussion really to the game's story or anything. And as they got more complex, like games like Witcher 3, games like Horizon and stuff like that, I think you start to realize that, traversing the open area, like Assassin's Creed games and stuff like that, like that open area is there for the technical spectacle almost more than it is for the gameplay, because the gameplay really shines, for example, in Horizon, when you're fighting the machines. You could have that without having the open world experience, right? The only cool thing about the open world is the exploration, which Breath of the Wild really nailed. It's all right in Horizon, but it's not like I don't need 60 hours of this. And it's like I think the genre really needs to take a look at itself and think, like, why am I an open world game? Like, what are you bringing to the table that's not been done to death before? Horizon Forbidden West definitely doesn't bring anything, in my opinion. It's just the same. It's more of the same. Like, the quest design is better, yes. It's more like Witcher 3-ish. It's not as good, but it's a step in the right direction. But as far as the open world goes, like there's not really much that's changed between this and the first game. There's just more of it. And remember, Turi, we were talking about like Cyberpunk, how Cyberpunk kind of failed at being an open world game because it doesn't have like the cop wanted system that it should have, or the NPC reactions that it should have. And
it did launch with the cop wanted system, and you could get wanted, but you could just drive away in a car because there was no police chases.
No,
release.
They would just like teleport to where you were within a certain area, and that was it.
Yeah.
I really think. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, so we were talking earlier about doing this segment, and I was just surprised that Terry didn't like open world games, or wasn't as interested in it as I seem to be. And I really like sat down and thought about it, and I was like, you know what? Come to think of it, like I can't remember, aside from Spider-Man, the last open world I actually finished. Because the last open worlds I played Skyrim, I played oh my gosh, fucking I think Fallout 4 would have been the last one I finished. Didn't finish Skyrim. Didn't finish Red Dead Redemption 2. Didn't finish Assassin's Creed, whatever the newest one was. The one that you were just... Yeah, Valhalla. Didn't finish... there's another one too. Like, there's just so many that I haven't actually finished. It seems like either the ones that I do finish are a little more engaged, because I feel like Fallout, you can kind of get, like, although it's open world, I think this is also kind of my complaint. It felt a little too linear to me. Like, there wasn't as much choice. Where Fallout 3, I think like the story was just a lot better. But it's linear enough to where I have a clear goal and I can continue moving forward. And I'm not having to do a lot of chores. I'm just continuing the story going forward, right? Where, like, Red Dead Redemption 2 is just very much like, okay, like, I know my next mission, but my next mission is just where I came from, like, a mile back that way. That's the shit I hate. Like, okay, I just turned this in. He's like, oh yeah, I have another mission for you.
Go back.
For fuck's sakes, all right, now I'll go back.
I think the thing I hate the most is actually when they incorporate the boring side activities into the main quest as part of their introduction. It's like,
oh my god,
you go to the main quest marker.
I hate hunting.
Yes,
I fucking hated hunting.
Or brawling, whatever. Like in Horizon, there's like brawling, like boxing not boxing matches, but you know what I mean. And it's like sometimes that's incorporated into the main game, and it's like, dude, this is clearly not as engaging as the actual gameplay of the game. Like, I don't want to be playing fucking tennis on GTA. Like, I understand why you did it, and I understand there's a portion of the population that is really psyched about playing tennis on GTA, but like the majority of people just want to move on, dude.
Yeah. God,
I don't get a GTA game to make tennis right.
Yeah. So that I think you basically mentioned my point. I mean, that's just the most frustrating thing for me, and so I just lose interest. And I don't know, maybe it's like as we get older, we just aren't into it, or maybe it's just the trend. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, I don't have as much time to dedicate as when I was like in high school, and so when I play games, I need like, a certain amount of time, and it's got to be like action packed and involved, and like, get my attention in that certain time. That could just be part of getting old. Or it could just be the trend, right? Like, I think it is part of the trend. Not much anymore, right? Like, trends change. Open world was right before that, right? Open world was huge during Skyrim. That was all the trend was, and it could just be what the trend is at that point in time. And it's new, it's different. Now it's just like, okay, now it's like it's still an open world game. It's still the same shit. I'm getting old. Battle royale, same shit. I'm getting old. I think it's
like, by getting old, you get two things. One is a lack of time, and the second is you are more discerning. You're able to cut through the bullshit and see things for what they are. So, but that said, like, if you were to play GTA San Andreas, there's a lot of bullshit in that game and a lot of boring side quests and shit that you have to do as part of the main story. RC fights with drones and stuff like that is very bad. But for the most part, like, it's not a 100-hour game. 100 hours is a considerable amount of time for any human being to invest time in anything. So, getting like a 100-hour game.
Me with my 1.2K, 1.4K hours in Hella Loose. Sorry, go on.
But that's different. That's different because that's like playing tennis. Yes, it is. It is, because that's like playing tennis or like playing, like airsoft or going biking every Saturday or something. It's something you do at night with friends. You have fun. It's this ever-changing thing because, no battle is going to be the same because of the multiplayer aspect of it. You're fighting human beings. So, but it's different when it's like, imagine if Hella Loose were, if 1,300, whatever, I had like a 1.3 thousand hours. Imagine if 10% of that was just driving the truck and building shit or something. And you have to do that because otherwise you'll be under-leveled. Yes, kind of.
Building guys.
Kind of the same thing, actually.
It is the same thing. Literally is.
But it doesn't take like 15 hours to do, like it's...
Dude, if I have to build another 30 garrisons in one game, I'm going to lose my shit.
I'm gonna squad
fucking
lead
lose it.
next to you, and
Please, just squad lead.
I was
for
actually
me.
telling.
can't.
I was, dude. I was. You know what I want to do? Seriously, seriously. If we're gonna play Hella Loose later, which I hope we are. I want to get like the squad split up into 3-man or like either 2 3-man squads or 3 2-man squads to just go build the shit out of the garrisons at the start or whenever it's needed and just get it over with. Like go build, like if you have 3 squads, squad leader plus supply guy with a couple of trucks, you can get like 8 garrisons down in 5 minutes, right? Which would otherwise take a single squad leader, 20 to 25 minutes or something. Like that's one thing that I really want to start doing more proactively, because I'm with you, Raz. Like I am fucking sick and tired of having to run back to the front lines, to the back line, sorry, to build the backline garrisons again. Then, run all the way back to the front lines, get those frontline garrisons down, then get into red zone, do the double drop, and nobody's helping, right? If it's just you, it's miserable. But if there's somebody else doing it, then it's like half the workload.
I think like one of the most frustrating things for me is, again, like all of us want to welcome new players, right? And I don't mind being squad leader for folks. But I think like the grind of having to be the only one to put garrisons down, and the concept, I don't know why it's such a obscure concept, but the fact that everyone claims the stream sniping is gonna kill me, because it's just like garrisons are not hard to find, right? They're not hard to find. I'm sorry, I know I'm going to this tangent, but I'm just over this shit. They're not hard to find. And the thing is to not put a garrison down and that garrison be the end-all be-all. That is not how the game works. The way the game works is you have to put garrisons constantly. And that's why you can't have one person being the only one putting the garrisons. You have to replace them. You can put them in the same goddamn spot over and over and over. That's fine. That's what I do all the time. But the thing is, it just has to be up at all times. So keep replacing them over and over and over. If they put them down, great. But you have 2-3 other ones. That's the whole point. And so you have to continue to go ahead and make your spawns. But for fuck's sakes, please help me out and put garrisons down. I can't make any content on just putting garrisons for 9 hours straight on a stream.
You look at your like your clips, and it's all like 20 minutes, like, 30 minutes of. You end up you end the round and you have like 5 kills and 30 garrisons built.
Oh my god, I lose my mind.
Yeah.
I lose my mind.
All right, what do you guys?
Sorry, Terry. Go ahead, Terry.
Pretty much, this comes down to you're basically talking about having to spend a lot of time doing the rubbishy busy work, right? And we can pull that back to open world games, the rubbishy busy work. And really what it comes down to is those games don't respect your time.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
I know Mono, so let's say the average person, right, works 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
Really, it's more like 10 hours if you take commute time in, maybe.
Yeah.
Getting to work and back. Get back, maybe you have to walk the dog, cook dinner, all that sort of stuff. They may have kids to sort out. How much free time do you really have at the end of the day? It's only going to be like a couple of hours or so.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm more leaning towards these more like directed games, I call them.
I think Hound Dog 7 nailed it. Pretty much what you're saying, Terry. He's like, it's not just a lack of time, but you place a higher value on your time and thus want it to be more fulfilling. I think that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Because I forget how old you are, Raz, but I know me and Mono
28.
We're old.
Yeah,
we're
but
old
we're
and hardened.
pretty much. I think me and you we're pretty much the same. We don't have kids, but we've got the same sort of responsibilities in terms of working and all that sort of stuff. Mono's got the extra responsibility of kids,
right?
So you probably have even less time than us, and when you're younger,
it's tough to balance.
You got parents to deal with everything, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No
Cook
work.
me dinner.
Yeah, in that sense,
exactly.
like, if you're a parent and you buy your kid like Horizon Forbidden West or something, like, they're going to be
I think,
like set
Mono
with that game.
Just disconnected. We'll see, Mana. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, let's
we'll
wait
for
to
him
see
to
if
come
Mono
back.
gets back. But
Yeah.
I'm hoping. So I've got, like I said, I got Okay, Mono's
Hello?
back.
Hello?
Let's get his
Hello,
microphone
Mono?
back up. But I hope
Ripperoni.
Elden Ring
Hello?
doesn't have all this extra rubbish busy work. Pretty much hoping.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I
Hi.
mean, it's just
Am I back?
Yeah,
now you're back.
I could
camera's
hear
not.
you guys telling me I was disconnected, and I was like, "What the hell are you
Oh.
guys talking about?"
Oh, are you still there the
That's-
whole time?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh no, you
That's weird.
You
Yeah.
completely froze.
Yeah,
But
I don't
talk
think the
about
stream
Elden-
dropped or anything.
Talking about Elden Ring, it's out. I think it's technically. Let me double check Metacritic. But I think
It's up
rated
there,
as
dude.
one of the
It's-
best
it's
games
ranked,
of all time.
Yes, it is currently ranked as one of
Right.
the best games of all time. I think I'm gonna
Mixed.
get that game, even though I've
I
never
mean,
liked
I've got
Dark
it.
Souls game.
Shit, I mean, I love the Dark Souls games. The first one I played was Dark Souls 1. I rage quit when I got to Ornstein and Smaug. I can't remember how you pronounce the names properly. but it's
Could you
basically
over level in
fighting two
those
bosses at once.
and just brute force the bosses?
You can
would it take
over
too
level.
much? Too much
But-
time.
When you level up, it's like, you might do the stat increases are really so small. To over level, you're gonna have to spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And
Yeah.
really, the boss, it's not really gonna help you that much anyway. It comes down to, let's say, player skill, really.
Yeah, to timing and knowledge.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Elden Ring, amazing reviews. But on Steam, it's sat at mixed at the moment, and that seems to be down to loads of performance issues. But some people are getting these issues, some ain't. And this is people with like 3080 graphics cards are getting loads of like stuttering or like 30 FPS.
That's insane.
I mean, I'll let you guys know what happens to me when I start playing it.
Yeah, because I
Bloody heck, no, I don't get that issue.
I'm debating, like, I'm not only debating on getting it or not getting it, I'm also debating, like, it seems like I know myself, I'll struggle with this a few days and then I will eventually buy it because I'll be like, this is an important game. I need to know this game. But I'm debating whether to buy it on PS5 or on PC, which is weird. But, I'd rather have it on PS5 running all right than on PC not running right.
Yeah. I mean, it could run fine for me, but not for you, or the other way around. The devs,
I'm
they
sure
put out a little post
yeah,
on
it'll
Steam
come
to
out.
say they're working on it.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Probably
they get that
fix it in a
fixed.
month or so.
Hopefully you get to a time where not every single game launches with some sort of issue. Please.
That'll never
I want to
happen,
play.
I'm sorry.
Dude, I want to play day one without I started playing Horizon. I paused. I didn't play for like 2-3 days because I was like, I don't want to run into more bugs. Like, honest, like I don't feel like it. I don't want to like be playing and having the PS5 crash because it scares me. Like Windows crashing, that's like whatever, man. But the PS5 crashing, that scares me. Because it's I can't fix the PS5 if it's broken. I can fix my PC, no problem. But yeah, that dude, I want the simpler time back. I guess where you would buy a cartridge and the cartridge would have everything and it would be all right. Anyway, we started a bit late, so what do you guys say we get into some news before doing the trivia section?
Yeah. Terry's News Corner. Go, Terry, you got this.
Terry music, beep, beep,
So-
beep, 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 coming straight from Britain with a
I know,
cup
right?
of steaming tea.
I don't have a tea. I've actually run out of tea bags.
What's like the English
What?
word for
I know.
speaker? You run out of tea? That sounds like a London emergency.
It is. It really
is.
is. But the English word for speaker, what type of speaker?
I don't know, like some fancy word instead of speaker for speaker. I was gonna say like coming directly to your phonograph. or something.
I don't know. Before you say host, I guess I don't know. But some news we got. So Call of Duty, we get a Modern Warfare 2 this year. It's heavily rumored to have loads of different
Side
modes, like a
quests,
Tarkov
open
inspired
world
mode, other co-op modes. But the big-ish sort of news is that next year we're not getting a Call of Duty.
Yes.
Not like a major release.
Yeah.
They're actually going to take a year off for once, which I
They're
think
gonna pull
for
a Battlefield.
everyone.
Sorry.
I think that's just like, I think that is really good news, right? Because a lot of the Call of Duty games, you sort of play one, it's just like, it's just another Call of Duty, right? Nothing special about it. I think taking a year off, if they keep to this, will really help to sort of reinvigorate the franchise and hopefully put a lot more innovation and stuff, because they got the money to spend time on it, right? Of course they have. How much money has Warzone made?
All of it.
Hundreds of millions,
lot.
probably. Yeah, all of the money. It's made all of the money in the world, right?
Yeah.
So
all of it.
they've got plenty of time to actually make something better. And let's hope they do, because
Call me
I
cynical, but like, it's a first-person shooter. How much, like this is gonna be like Call of Duty, like whatever, like 25 or something. I don't know. Like, at some point, how much innovation is there in that genre for you to make? Like, how many different stories can you tell? How many different conflicts can you explore before it's just like, like Jason Bourne movies and, James Bond movies and stuff like that. That all blends together because they are all action movies at some point. And there are some specific stuff that you can remember, but then, it's a shooter. Like,
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I do.
That's their thought process for the past 15 years. That's why they've come out with one every year.
yeah,
So,
but it's like I don't know what they're like. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that they are taking a year to make a better game, because rushing games out and just working games on a schedule like they were like some mass-produced product is not something that appeals to me. But like,
think about it,
it's not like Breath of the Wild 2, right? It's not like Witcher 4 or something. It's going to be a Call of Duty game.
They have no rush in making one right now. Battlefield came out. Battlefield's like once every couple of years, right? So there's no rush in competing with Battlefield. And two, the most important thing, they have Warzone, right? So Warzone, they have a development team just for Warzone continuously. So although there might not be a new Call of Duty, it's probably a better thing for them because they're going ahead and just sustaining Warzone and probably have more events more specific to Warzone for the next couple of years, which people are still going to be playing that thing.
Well, apparently we're getting Warzone 2.
Yeah,
Warzone
Warzone
2.
Nani?
I think I think one of the other big reasons why they can take an extra year to develop, a new title is because Call of Duty, I'd say in the AAA market for like more casual shooters now has no competition.
Yeah.
Battlefield was the competition.
Well, Hell Loose.
Nah, it's not.
I mean,
Hell Loose is
not
a
that great
casual
scale.
one.
It's like a grain of sand in the ocean in terms of size versus Call of Duty. Yeah.
That's exactly.
But now Call of Duty has no competition, so they can take that extra time to make something.
Exactly.
If this rumored Tarkov mode is actually really good for Modern Warfare 2, you got to put comparisons from that, which apparently is going to be really in depth, even changing the movement and shoot mechanics specifically for that mode.
Oh wow!
Rumored. Compare that to Hazard Zone, which was Battlefield's take, and it's that Hazard Zone mode felt like it was made in a week. Right.
Object Null here says Battlefield is competing with itself, and yes, Battlefield is imploding onto itself.
It's its own.
Yeah.
It's its own thing.
It's its own worst enemy. What else do we have? apparently, Jocko Beans, apparently a Fallout 3 remaster is on the way, and New Vegas 2 is starting development. Yes, that is one of the other news items we had.
So New Vegas 2, from what I understand, it's not starting development, but they're talking about getting a New Vegas 2.
They are having coffee
from what I
meetings
understand, there's nothing
in the corridors talking about
there's
maybe
nothing signed off.
Yeah,
I
that's
think New Vegas 2 would be good. If it's made with the same sort of extra detail that Obsidian, I think it was, made with New Vegas.
Yeah, Obsidian.
But hopefully less bugs.
Yes. I never finished New Vegas. I've actually played surprisingly little of it because I remember it coming out, everyone complaining about the amount of bugs it had. So I put it off, and then when I picked it up again, I just never had the time for it. And like, even though I wanted to get into it and finish it and stuff, like other games were coming out, and I just never got around to it. What I did play, I did enjoy, but I might have like 30 hours in or something, but never really finished it. Again, the open world genre, dude, the science syndrome.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. All right. What else?
I guess the last bit of major news we have is that the PlayStation game service, I'm not sure if that's the whatever name they're going to be calling it when it's
Project
eventually
Spartacus.
released, which is
like the Xbox
Project
Game
Spartacus.
Pass. Like
It's called.
Yeah,
it's currently
their
being
equivalent.
referred to as Project Spartacus, I think, or something like that.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
But apparently their classic, like a load of PlayStation classic games are going to be a major part of its service. So
Yes.
I'm guessing major PS1, PS2 exclusives, maybe even PS3 exclusives as well. I don't see why they don't go down the route of what Xbox is doing and day one release, boom, live straight away,
Yeah.
like they did with Halo.
if we get
a bunch of other
MotorStorm,
games.
man,
That's what they should just do.
Oh, I love MotorStorm. You remember MotorStorm?
For the
I
PS3.
played the first one. I think.
Yeah. I really only played the first one too. That game was awesome, dude. That was one of my favorite games of all
But
time.
that's not like when I think classic games, like that to me is PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, God of
Yeah.
War, like the Final Fantasy games
Those
on
are good,
PlayStation,
Yeah.
Castlevania, like Wipeout, Jet Moto.
Oh, yeah,
Does
Wipeout
anyone
was
know Jet Moto?
Mm-mm.
Jet Moto was
No.
the shit, dude. Jet Moto was incredible. Search for Jet Moto.
Ratchet and
2.
Clanks?
That was
The old
Ratchet and
Clanks
Clanks.
would be fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Jack and Dexter game, Crash Bandicoot games.
Oh,
Like
Jack
the
3 was
PlayStation
so
catalog, the PlayStation 1 catalog specifically is fucking bombing with just
Killzone.
the most amazing games.
Killzone
And
ain't coming
PlayStation
back
2 as
anytime
well.
soon.
PlayStation 2, dude, Shadow of the Colossus. What else? Let me just
Well, they
drop
redid that one.
This one, Katamari Damacy. Like there are so many cool PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games. Crucial says, was that the one with the grappling hook or on the rocket cycles? Fuck yes, that was Jet Moto, and that was incredible. Like it was like these hover bikes, basically like these hover motorcycles. And when you took it to a corner, some corners had like a grappling hook that you could use to like speed yourself out from the corner. It was really awesome. And you could do like tricks in the air, and if you did the tricks and landed, you would get turbo boosts for that. That was a really awesome game. Really awesome physics and like driving mechanics, I think. Dude, Twisted Metal, which is rumored to be also being worked for on the PS5. Twisted Metal 2 was my jam, dude. Toppling down the
Never really
statue,
played
the tower, the Eiffel Tower in the Paris map. Getting all the secret power-ups. Awesome, dude. Yeah, dude. The Twisted Metal games, like, I don't think they would fly today because they were always, like, there's an inherent jankiness to, like, combat vehicle games where in order to shoot the vehicle in front of you, you got to line that up, right? But you're also steering, right? So there's, like, this disconnect between I want to go there but shoot this way. which at the time didn't, nobody figured out how to solve. I guess you could definitely solve that today. With it's just some like using the other joystick or whatever. So I'm excited about like if PlayStation is bringing the big guns to fight against Game Pass, and
Me too.
like if it's doing something, if it does something like the Xbox backwards compatibility things that Xbox has with the old PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 catalog, that would be fucking awesome. That would be like straight up, a dream become true for me at least. Like playing Final Fantasy Tactics on the PlayStation 5 on a 4K display with like, yes, that is what happiness looks to me, 100%. So I'm super excited about that. Hopefully we get some news on that sooner rather than later. Sony's been like super quiet. Sony's been like super quiet so far. Like they've just talked about Gran Turismo basically, and that was it. I think Crucius is my
Dog 7 Tenchu games.
So, no, yes, the Tenchu games and there was the Budokai. No, what was it? Bushido Blade. We're talking about Budokai Tenkaichi games.
Let's bring back some Budokai Tenkaichi.
Oh, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
If we get what I really want one of those games, dude, with modern graphics. Budokai Tenkaichi game would be awesome, dude. What
was also really great about Budokai Tenkaichi was the art on the disc container. Yes. What is it? The fucking what do we call it? I forget.
I never had a Budokai Tenkaichi game legally.
It's
so
like
I don't
not
know
on the DVD, but like on the package, like just the
box art.
The box art. There you go. Yeah, the case. I'm like, what the fuck am I calling it? I can't. Yeah, dude. Like, there's one that was like all like holographic looking, and it was like just a collage. Oh man, that was one of my favorite box arts ever.
Yeah.
So cool.
Those the Budokai Tenkaichi games were peak Dragon Ball style combat, and just like the entire combat system, the combo system, the countering system for that.
Is it on Steam at all?
I don't know.
If we
I know I played.
Steam,
I actually did a video.
Right now, I'll play with you.
Yes,
like,
I will play with you.
Play with you. Oh my god.
Oh yes.
I would love to play
that. Check that out. I actually did a video on Budokai Tenkaichi 2 like a year ago, I want to say. When Kakarot was coming out, I was like, this is the best Dragon Ball game ever made so far, and it's remained that way since it launched, because nothing has ever nailed the way the combat looked in the anime like the Budokai Tenkaichi games, and the freedom of like tossing your enemy through mountains and just you toss them up, you toss them to the side, you toss them back down, they slam to the ground, you Kamehameha them off the fucking rebound.
And the amount of controllers we broke back in the day, we're like, go! Smash all the buttons.
Oh, with
that was so fun. Yeah.
With that was such a stupid mechanic, dude.
It was so great.
I like the cousin of the guy designing the system had to own a factory of PlayStation controller, or something.
The amount of controllers that were broken from just rage, from just spinning the joystick, from smashing all the buttons.
What we're talking about is there were like these clashes in the game. Like, for example, if you threw a Kamehameha against like another Kamehameha from your opponent, they would clash in the middle, and you would have to spin the joysticks, both of them,
as fast as possible,
like 360 as fast as possible. And that was like, a recipe to just destroy controllers.
Dude, you would destroy
Did you know you could switch that?
Your controller.
Did you know you could switch that?
No.
Yes, there was a setting in the game that you could switch that off to be something else. Like, instead of you circling the controllers.
I won all of them. I didn't fucking take any prisoners.
I'm almost positive about this. I might be thinking about one of the Narutimate fighting games. Which
that's a good ass game too. Shippuden? Naruto Ninja Storm. Ninja Storm.
No, not the Ninja Storm games.
Ninja Storm's really good.
No, the 2D, dude, the 2D fighting games from Naruto.
I don't think I ever played those ones. No. I know.
Audibly gasping.
Seen an episode of Naruto.
No, I know, but dude,
Fuck is wrong
I
with
know Raz. You know,
Oh,
I know
yeah.
my like he's standing like he has a poster of Naruto behind him. Raz,
Itachi.
Raz. Okay, so story time. My wife and
Just keep
I
in mind,
played.
we don't have that much time. We do have the game.
We watched all of Naruto together, and
Fuck yeah.
I got her to play like the Naruto fighting game, this Narutimate Axel
Amazing.
games, which are these 2D fighting games that came out before the Rising Storm. And I shit you not, they are the fucking hidden gem of 2D fighting games. Nobody knows about them. Like, I've never actually heard anyone knows about them. Like, anybody, you know, except for me, basically, that I know of. And they are such fantastic fighting games. Real quick, because you got like a one button combo, right? Like it's square. It's like the Raging Storm games where you have like a button for the attacks, another one to charge your key, another one to throw the kunai, and if you do like triangle circle, you will do a jutsu, for example, and if you do like triangle square, you will do another one. Okay, this and like everyone from the Naruto game, the Naruto manga is there, right? And they all play vastly differently. Like playing with Itachi, for example, is vastly different to playing with Sasuke or playing with Naruto or playing with, you know, the what's the sand guy, Gaara. They all play like vastly different, but they're all like extremely approachable because instead of like having, you know, to do like a quarter circle forward to do like a magic attack like in Street Fighter, you just press like triangle square, that's one of the magics, triangle circle, that's the other one, triangle X, that's the other one. So they are these really approachable fighting games. And there's also like a mechanic where if the enemy is comboing you, you can do a Kagebunshin. Like you will like if you press R2 or L2 at the moment you get hit, you will teleport outside of the combo that you're in, basically. Yeah. And you have a couple of those, so they are just like really good, accessible fighting games. That is
Ninja Storm. Honestly, Ninja Storm, the last one or whatever, that was like the most content-filled game, a fighting game I've ever played. Like the amount of stuff they had like, so to give you guys some context that I've never played this game. So they have every single character, pretty much every single major character.
Yeah, we're talking like 80 characters or something.
Yeah, minimum. And they also have every different form of that character too. So there's Naruto, and there's like 10 different forms.
And you could transform. You can transform mid-fight, right?
Depending
on the character and some. Yes.
Yeah. You couldn't transform to the next level, but you could transform, like, if you were Naruto, you could transform into, like, his, the Nine-Tailed Fox or whatever. But the cool thing that I really thought this game had, which was so much depth, was you could have combos with people from the shows. So not only could you have, like, a super move, you could do a combo super move with, like, two people or three people. That's a totally different move each time, and you could do that with multiple different combinations. So you could switch the combinations up all the time with the combo.
Object Null says Marvel versus Capcom vibes 100%. We have to play this, Raz. We have to do like a night of playing like old fighting games like this. You basically, like, what I'm talking about is that thing, like that game you played. This is the 2D version, and
oh shit,
the 2D version. The 2D version, you know, has going for it that it's much more like simple in a way. Like you don't have the 3D movement to throw off your attacks and stuff like that. And it just, dude, oh my god, that game played so fucking well. It was just
and one little news bit too that I actually saw the other day, and which is kind of sad because it is debatable. So the people that made Ninja Storm made Jump Force. Which Jump Force was like the 3D version or like realistic looking, which basically combined like a bunch of different animes into one. It was super
like
controversial.
Dragon Ball, One Piece, and so on.
Exactly. It was super controversial because it played. Yeah, it was pretty janky. But as of February 8th, they actually completely delisted it for digital sale, so you can no longer buy that game. But I don't know. I liked it. It was pretty cool, fun. It wasn't Ninja Storm, but it was somewhat similar, and you could play like as all your different favorite characters. So like you could do fucking Frieza.
Yeah, but
versus
they looked kind of
Clover.
weird. I remember like
they were
looking at Goku,
definitely did
and I
look
was
weird.
like, that's kind of like
Yeah.
discount Goku and not actual Goku.
They did so many different art styles into just one realistic like looking one. It was pretty weird. But anyway, we gotta move on here. So next
Trivia
part.
has been delisted. Right, if it's been delisted, it's probably because they've lost the license for probably like one character or one show in that game.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's a really good point.
They wouldn't delist it if it was bad. Because they would miss out on sales. So it would be a license issue.
That's a really
definitely.
Point.
That's a good point. Yeah, and Japanese licenses for that stuff are notoriously like draconic. So that's probably what happened.
Yeah. So here we go.
Right.
Let's get into it. We're starting our game session. So, I know I have a little sound pad here. I was just messing around with it.
Yeah. We are aware.
So trivia time. So I asked the boys. I was like, "Hey, how about we do a little segment, a little fun segment?" And I decided
we have none of those.
Yeah, I mean, we have basically
fun.
different. We have different segments, but I think I wanted to kind of put them to the test. So. I developed a trivia here, and was that Chris Pratt? I know. I put together a little trivia. It is gaming history. There's also a couple questions, maybe about the podcast if we were paying attention. So we'll go ahead and put the score here on the board, 0-0 right now with Terry and Mono. So these are the rules. So 10 questions each. It's going to go one at a time. I'll go back and forth. The questions are about gaming history, and the last two are just very specific. But they're kind of trick questions a little bit. But basically, how it'll go is I'll give you 20 seconds to go ahead and answer each question. And if you can't answer it, or if you answer it wrong, I'll give you like 2 chances. If you answer it wrong, it goes to the other person. Another person can go ahead and try to answer. You get points, obviously, if you answer right. And shit, that was actually my bad. I did not mean to click that. I forgot I put them all to my numpad, so I was trying to type in 20 seconds, and I put 2. So
yeah,
but there you go.
I used to do the exact same thing, dude.
Yeah. So here we go. 20 seconds on the clock. We're gonna go ahead and start.
Are you gonna keep score, or does someone else need to keep score?
So I have the scoreboard on my stream right now. So the scoreboard is there. It's 0-0. Whoever wins gets bragging rights and doesn't have to go SL for a week.
Yeah, doesn't have to build any garrisons for a week. There you go.
All right, so here we go. So Mono, first question is yours. Again, topic is gaming history. You got 20 seconds of the clock once I read the question. So the first question. Blizzard Entertainment is best known for which video game franchise? 20 seconds.
World of Warcraft.
There you go. That is correct. First question right.
I got you, Brit. Falklands will be mine. Do I get to win the Falklands back?
Yeah. There's some easy questions and there's some hard questions. So we'll start off a little easy. All right. So, Terry, first question. What is the best-selling handheld gaming system to date? 20 seconds of the clock.
Shit.
Best-selling handheld gaming system.
If we discount mobile phones, I'll say Game Boy.
Game Boy. That is incorrect.
I know the answer to this one. It's
Mono, it goes to you. Yep, 20 seconds.
That would be the Nintendo DS.
That is correct. Nintendo DS is correct. Don't worry. There's a bunch of easy ones and a bunch of hard ones I tried to balance out. So, Mono, 2 on the board. Terry's got to come back. Still early in the game, so you can still go ahead and come back. So here we go. Next question goes over to Mono. Mono, good luck. 20 seconds on the clock. Based on Google... what is the highest grossing game of all time? 20 seconds. Highest
franchise or single game?
Single game. 10 seconds.
GTA 6? GTA 5, I mean?
GTA 5, is that correct? No, that is not correct.
It is. That's correct. It's
No,
it is the
no,
highest
no.
grossing media
is
thing of all
not.
time.
So, I just double checked this and I verified it. So,
I have a different answer.
Terry, it
but-
goes to you. It's Terry's turn. So, Terry, 20 seconds. Your turn.
That
One
got
shot.
announced last year as the highest money making thing, like media thing of all time.
It did.
No, that's...
But it also
Minecraft?
it's also gotten. Yes, that is correct.
Oh, what?
It is Minecraft.
Okay.
$238 million.
Wow.
GTA 5 was slightly under that. It had just gotten overtaken. This is brand new. So yes, good job.
Okay, right, gotcha.
Yep. Terry up on the board because that's what I thought too, but
Yes.
it had gotten overtaken. So, Mono.
Wait.
Oh,
No,
actually,
Terry.
Oh yeah, sorry. So Terry.
This quiz manager man is
I know.
kind of genius.
Which game is widely regarded as the worst video game ever created? 20 seconds on the clock.
E.T.
That is correct.
What?
E.T. is widely
E.T..
regarded as
Oh,
the
yeah,
worst.
the Atari
Yep.
game. Yes, you're right.
The
yeah.
Atari
Yeah.
E.T. Yep. So 2-2. Here we go. Question
Never played that game.
3. Yeah. Good
I
thing,
did have an
apparently.
Atari, but never played that. Yeah.
All right, Mono. 20 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Still waiting for that ET remaster. Same. So Mono, when did Witcher 3 release? 20 seconds on the clock.
Ooh.
Only year. You only have to give the year. When did Witcher 3 release? 10 seconds. 7.
2013.
5. 2013 is incorrect. Incorrect. So, goes over to Terry. Terry! That's such a long. 20 seconds on the clock. When did The Witcher 3 release?
2015?
2015! Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That's right! 2015, specifically
shit.
May 18th of 2015. Good job.
Really? It was May the 18th.
Yes, May 18th.
That's my
yep.
birthday.
Oh shit, is it really? Oh shit.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Nice.
May 18th is your birthday?
Not just 2015, but every year. Yeah, May,
Yeah.
May the 18th.
Yeah,
Mine's
May 18th. Dang.
the
Good, happy
9th,
birthday.
dude. 9 days
shit.
from each other. Look at that.
Hell yeah. Well, Terry takes the lead here.
I know math.
Question 3. Terry. It's
No.
Mono 2, Terry 3. What's up?
No,
All right,
nothing.
let's go. Next question, Terry, all you. What was the first video game ever created? 20 seconds. What was the first video game ever created?
Shit. I think it's like Missile Command.
10 seconds. Missile Command. Is that your last answer?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. Mono, over to you. 20 seconds.
Pong.
Go. Pong.
not
That
Pong.
is correct.
It's not Pong.
It is
No,
Pong.
no.
It is
There-
Pong. It
there's a
was
game-
created in an oscilloscope back in like 56 or something.
That is
I swear
correct.
there was a first
Yeah.
different game made before that.
No, the
That
first
was
video game ever
like
made
Asteroids.
was like a proto version of Pong made on oscilloscope in the late 50s. 100%.
Correct. Yep. Greens, what's up from TikTok? We're having our podcast today. What's up, man? Welcome. How are you? Great seeing you.
Welcome to the game trivia section.
Yeah, man.
I was thinking of a game called Space War, released in '62.
Oh,
Yes.
like the that's like an asteroids thing, right? Like it's similar
Yeah,
to
yeah.
asteroids. Yeah, I used to play that in my dad's old 286 with an orange
So you ready?
monitor. Yes.
So, Mono, question 4. Which popular dining franchise is Atari's founder responsible for? 20 seconds on the clock. Which popular dining franchise? You may not have this anywhere, but we have it all over the US. 10 seconds. So they developed Atari.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell is incorrect. Terry, 20 seconds. Which popular
Franchise.
dining franchise is Atari's founder responsible for?
I
14,
know.
13 seconds. 10 seconds of the clock.
In and Out.
In and Out is incorrect. No one gets that. Correct answer is... Mono, you want to try it again?
Subway.
No, not Subway. It is Chuck E. Cheese's. Chuck E.
Oh,
Cheese's.
yes, I knew this.
That
There's a Chuck E.
is
Cheese.
the correct
Yes.
one.
And I
don't
remember,
have
like,
that.
when I read that, I was like,
Yeah, I
yes, that
figured.
makes sense because there's arcades in Chuck E. Cheese.
Yep.
Yeah.
We did just
All
get
right.
a Taco Bell in my town, though.
Oh, really? Dude, try the
I still haven't had one
quesadillas.
yet.
Quesadillas.
But
Wow.
we've got this other local Mexican place which is just like, it makes amazing stuff. I think if I went to
Oh,
Taco
really?
Bell, it probably tastes horrible compared to it, I reckon.
No.
But I'll still try
the
it.
quesadillas. Amazing. All right, next
There's
question.
a couple of stories about Chuck E. Cheese that I'm not too proud of that you're gonna have to pry out of me at some point.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess we got to listen to it. Question 4, Terry. In what year did the original Dark Souls release? 20 seconds of the clock. What year? You got 15 seconds.
2013.
2013 is...
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. You know about Dark Souls or
Correct.
Demon Souls?
Dark Souls.
He said Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
The
Mono goes to you.
I
I know the Mario. 20 seconds on the clock
14?
is incorrect.
Oh.
So Dark Souls originally released in September 22nd of 2011.
2011.
Okay, wow.
2011. Yes, the original Dark Souls. Yeah.
That's way older than I thought.
God, Raz, you were like
Oh.
in that piece back then.
I was still in high school, but yes, still had diapers there. Question 5 for Mono. That moment when Raz gives an Italian chef's kiss hand at fake Mexican food golden.
Yes.
Question 5. E3 is a yearly gaming conference. The Electronic Entertainment Expo is held in which U.S. city? Mono, 20 seconds.
It was held at Los Angeles.
That is correct. Yep. Los Angeles, California. Heck yeah. Mono takes the lead with that one. 4 for Mono. 3 for Terry. Alrighty. Here we go. Next question
Hasn't moved? No, it's not held anymore, basically.
It's sort of been online.
Yeah, it's kind of like on hold at the moment, but you're right. It was
Yeah.
held. Yep. All right. Score is 4 Mono, 3 Terry. Terry, this is your question. During the 1995 E3 conference, which console release had its price heard around the world?
PS
20 seconds.
3?
PS3. Is that your final answer?
1995. Yeah.
10
I'll
seconds.
say PS3.
All right.
Yeah.
1995 for
But
PS3.
it's too, I think it's too early. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? That is completely wrong.
Again,
Mono,
dude, the audio. What the fuck is going on?
Mono, you don't have time to look it up. You got 20 seconds on the clock, boy.
Yeah. All right. My headphones seem to have suddenly died for some reason.
Yeah, your audio is all jacked up too.
All right. Speak.
All right.
Yeah.
testing,
there we
testing. Okay, ready? 20
Yeah.
seconds on the clock,
Yeah.
Mono. So
All right.
Terry got it wrong. During the 1995 E3 conference, which console release had its price heard around the world? 20 seconds.
The PlayStation.
The PlayStation is correct. In 1995, the Sony PlayStation was announced for $299, $100 cheaper than the Sega
Dreamcast.
Saturn.
Oh, the
Sega
yeah.
Saturn, yep, for $399. Yep, so good
Yeah.
job, Mono. That's another.
They
Pull it away.
basically went up on stage and the guy said now this guy's going to talk about the PlayStation pricing and so on and whatever. Guy comes up, he says $299, leaves
And just walks out. Yeah,
Yes.
it was a whole thing.
Like
Yeah,
such
yeah.
a
And everyone's
boss
like, what
moment,
the fuck? Yeah. All right, Mono, your turn. So this question's to you. Nintendo began as a company that sold
Mario.
which product? I know.
That's his answer. That's it. That's his answer. It's
Your
done.
final
It's done.
answer?
Yeah. Sorry. What
Time's
was the
up.
question?
Time's
Let
up.
Mono give an answer.
What did they sell?
Yeah. What did they sell prior to being a game company?
Trading cards. Card games.
That is
Cards.
correct. Wow. I did not know that one. Good job, Mono. All right. Next question goes to Terry. Terry, the next question is which company released the first flight simulator game? Which company? 15 seconds.
That is a
10
tough
seconds. 9.
Honestly, the only one I can think of is Microsoft. It's probably wrong, but I've got to say Microsoft.
That is correct. Microsoft Flight
okay.
Simulator is the first flight simulator ever created. So good job. Mono's still ahead, 6-4 to Terry here. So good job. Question 7. Multiple choice, Mono. So alongside Universal Interactive Studios, who else developed Crash Bandicoot? Is it Blizzard, EA, Insomniac, or Naughty Dog? 20 seconds on the clock.
Naughty Dog.
Blizzard. Naughty Dog is correct. Yep, Naughty Dog is
easy.
the other one.
Yeah, easy.
Too easy. All right. Can we get some too easies in the chat, boys?
Easy peasy.
All right. Question 7 for Terry. Terry, on what console was Gran Turismo first released on? 20 seconds of the clock.
PlayStation 1.
PlayStation 1 is correct. Yeah.
That one was
Good
too
job.
easy.
Yeah, too easy. That is correct. 7-5. Mono is in the lead. Question 8. Mono. What is the first gaming console to have in-house memory? 20 seconds. First gaming console to have in-house memory. 10 seconds on the clock.
The Xbox?
Is that your final answer? That is
Yeah.
incorrect. Terry goes to you. 20 seconds of the clock. First console to have in-house memory. 20 seconds.
The SNES?
What's the SNES?
Super Nintendo.
The Super Nintendo.
No, that is incorrect.
Oh,
The Dreamcast?
Close. No one gets this, but it is the Sega Saturn. The Sega Saturn is the first gaming console to have in-house memory. All right, goes
Honestly,
over
the
to
Dreamcast and the Saturn have always been the same console in my eyes because I've never seen either of them.
all right, Terry. In what year was Black Matter founded? Black Matter, creator of Hell Let Loose. What year were they founded? 15 seconds on the clock. Can't look it up.
2017.
2017 is incorrect. Mono, up to you. Can you take the points? What year was Black Matter founded? (2018) is incorrect. The correct answer is 2015. That is when Black Matter was founded. 2015. All right,
So
question
4 years
8.
on Held at Loose before it went to early access.
Yeah. All right, next question for... Yeah, we're getting close to the end. So, Terry, you only got a couple shots to come back. So, question 9, Mono. I hope you've been paying attention to your buddy here. So, aside from Hell Let Loose, what is the most recent other video game Terry has posted about on his YouTube channel?
Whole
seconds.
Fast World War One DLC thing.
That is correct. Yes. Look at that. He is paying attention. Good job. No, absolutely. Yes. He posted about Holes Fast. Good job.
I didn't
All right,
watch the
Terry.
video, but I saw you posted it.
That is correct.
I'm gonna watch it because it seems like a cool video and a cool game.
All right, so Terry, this is you. In episode 1 of the podcast, what was Mono's favorite video game of all time? 20 seconds.
I don't
What was
even know
fun?
that answer.
Wow.
You did make this is our Rocket League episode. You did make a huge thing about it. 10
Yeah.
seconds. I went back and watched it. I assure you. 7 seconds.
I gotta say Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is
The new one.
incorrect. Mono. What's your favorite video game?
Do you remember what your
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. That is correct. Yes.
Yes.
Breath of the Wild, as stated in the timestamp 1. No, I'm just kidding. But I did go back and listen to it. And make sure. That is correct. Breath of the Wild. All right. Mono, last question here. Question 10. What is Terry's most popular video of all time? 20 seconds on the clock. What is Terry's most popular video of all time?
I think this should be
15
easy,
seconds.
mate.
15 seconds. 10 seconds on the clock.
Is it one of the
Five.
like the
You made a
Hello
video
World
about it.
3, 2,
beginner guide?
1.
Is it one of the
Time
Hello
is
just like beginner
up.
guides?
It is not. No.
You made
Terry
a video
for the
about this
steal.
one, Mono.
You were
Oh,
there,
it's my
Mono.
Battlefield
The
video.
medic one?
The Battlefield, specifically Battlefield
Oh.
2042 is a disaster. Are you 245,000 views?
Yeah, it kind of blew up
Yeah.
a bit.
Yeah.
Wow, nice, dude.
If you want to,
Yeah.
let me quickly check the like ratio on it because considering the amount of crap I got for it,
Yeah.
calling the game terrible.
Oh,
No,
he got
that's not
shit on so
242.
much. But yeah, that is Terry's most popular video. If you haven't checked it out, check Terry's YouTube/Terrydactyl. It's a great video.
So I've got 8,319 likes to 10,293 dislikes. That's a 44.
Right, that's not the
44.7
worst.
like ratio. Because
The good thing is
you can't see the
dislikes.
But I was right. God damn it, I was right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Crucius said his hot tub stream. That's gonna be the most popular.
The
All
thing
right.
is, if I ever do like a hot tub stream, it won't just be me. It'll probably be me and it won't be a hot tub. It'd be like a pool stream, but it'd be me and like 3 dogs.
Yeah, I'll tune in for that. All
My
right.
my enlisted it's bad video has 400 upvotes and 600 dislikes. So like a roughly
Don't say
40%.
too much, Mono, because the next question goes to Terry here. So the next question, Terry, is what is Mono's most popular video of all time? 20 seconds on the clock. 16 seconds.
I think it is it one of his Doom videos about killing the bad guys or something. A Doom video.
We'll take that one. That's right. His most popular is the best way to deal with every enemy, Doom Eternal. 409,000
Jesus.
views. So great job. The final tally here is score. It is Mono 9 and Terry 7. Woo! Yeah! Good
Yeah,
job.
boy.
Oh, baby.
No more Garrison's
yeah.
build for this week.
Oh, yeah.
Good job, Mono. That was our first trivia. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That took me a long ass time to find those questions.
That
and
was
do the
a lot of
research, I'll be
fun,
honest.
dude.
Yeah. So if you guys
Yeah.
like it, definitely leave some comments in the video as well as reach out to us and let us know. But that's all I got. So great job, guys. Hope you guys had fun. Mono.
GG Mono.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
any
good.
winning words of wisdom?
Comments. This just goes to show that when the playing field is even, an Argentinian will always overcome the British.
We still got the Falklands.
All right, I think we can go ahead and close this out. So, Mono, go ahead and take it away.
Yeah. All right. Seems like I gotta go buy a new headset because the audio problems I had apparently are from the cable, not like this side or this side. There's something wrong with that. 100%. That was a fantastic time. I think, great conversation about open world games, and this trivia section was definitely a lot of fun. So send your questions, suggestions, or anything really to monosgameclub@gmail.com. We have music from different...
And Mono just disconnected. Well, send all your stuff in, guys. I'll wrap it up here. Terry, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, I mean, the quiz was good, so well done on that, Raz. Gutted that I didn't win, to be honest. But as Mono was saying, send in any questions or suggestions you got to his email address. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one.
All right, guys. See you later. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.
Thanks.